joined here by trainer Adhirajsingh Jodha and the champion of India, Trevor. Well, first I'll get to Adhiraj. Adhiraj, we were speaking off air about your horses, and I've come to know that Trevor rides Diff in the Stayers Cup. First and foremost, tell me a little bit about your two runners and what do you think. Let's start with the Sprinters Cup. Time and Tide, a super horse, done wonderful and runs on the Calcutta nomination, even though he's originally a Bombay horse. So tell me a little bit about Time and Tide and the race. What you think is your main dangers in that race?
So, well, we sent Time and Tide to Calcutta with the Sprinters Cup in mind. I'd had a chat with the owner, Mr. Bachawat, and I felt that, being a young horse, he was very talented. And I thought that if we send him to Cal and, pick up a couple of handicap races, it'll boost his confidence and then slowly, gradually, move on to the term races and then hopefully get a nomination for the Sprinters Cup from Calcutta. He came here, he did phenomenally well. I think the track suited him and, his running style. So he just went from strength to strength. He's grown as a horse. He's matured also. So I feel that, campaign-wise, I think it was an ideal campaign for him. And he's done well. He's feeling well. His final piece of work today was very good. So I think he should be in with a good shot. PS Chauhan rides him. And of course, now the thing is that he's been meeting, I would presume, slightly weaker company, and now he's facing the best of the country. So I think there are 3-4 horses that would definitely come into contention with him. But I think in the Sprinters Cup, it all depends on the draw. So I'm hoping that we get a good draw, and PS Chauhan already knows the horse, so he'll ride him well.
Yep. Well, Trevor, I'll bring you in. You're winner of 2 Sprinters Cup. You won it on Adam and Multifaceted. What do you ride in the Sprinters Cup?
I'm riding Ascovel in Sprinters Cup. He won his last start in Chennai after 12 months, and he's beaten a decent field in Chennai.
Well, you think it's good enough to get you your third?
Yeah, I think so. If I get a good draw,
right.
And he's a talented horse, so yeah, I think so.
What do you think will be the main threat in that race?
I think so. Seize Courage, yes, is there, and I think so. It all depends on the draw.
Ascovel got the measure of Siege Courageous in Madras, correct?
Yes, he won there, beating Seize Courageous.
Right. Well, we move on to the Stayers Cup. I believe Trevor is riding Diff. Well, Adhiraj, let's start with you. Last time you gave a fright to the Wonder Filly over 2,000 meters, and this time you are going over 3,000 meters with Trevor on board. What are your thoughts on Diff and maybe the race? You think the main contenders in the race?
Well, he's always been a good horse. He's gone from strength to strength, and as he's matured in age, he's gotten better. Unfortunately, we found Juliet in the Eclipse Stakes, and she's a top filly, and just the fact that we've gone so close was a big deal for us. The longer the better for this horse. So we were definitely considering the Invitation Cup as well, but I think we spoke to the connections and they felt that the Stayers Cup would probably be a preferable race for him. Though, I think he would have handled the 1.5 miles comfortably. He's won the Ledger in Hyderabad, and he was very comfortable over the 2,800 meters. And I think Trevor and I had a chat, and I think he was also of the opinion that 3,000 will not be a problem for him. So hence the decision to run the Stayers Cup.
What do you think is the main threat to Diff, if any?
So Diff hasn't run on this track. Unfortunately, this is going to be his first run. But I think he's a very straightforward horse. He goes well for Trevor. So I would feel that I think Third Avenue seems to be a decent horse, and definitely Chamonix from Bombay. She's also run some good races. So I'm just hoping that, Diff puts his best foot forward and we hopefully win the race.
Well, Trevor, you have ridden Diff, if I'm not wrong, in the Madras Derby, correct? And you've had quite a few chances, and on Diff, you had a work on Diff as well. So tell me a little bit about how Diff is, and Diff has already travelled over 2,800 meters, and maybe your thoughts on their race, if you think anything is a threat. You have ridden another couple of more runners in the race already, so you know what your competition perhaps is.
Diff is a very straightforward horse to ride. He's a simple horse which will suit us for 3,000 meters. He settles beautifully. I think so trip should not be a problem. I think Shawmanix is the next horse and Third Avenue. These two horses are there. Hopefully he can make it.
Trevor, you have first. We'll start with the Super Mile. What do you ride in the Super Mile?
Riding De Villiers in Super Mile.
Well, what do you think is your main threat? You've already won the Super Mile, twice on Cosmic Ray and Zachary, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. You think De Villiers will get you a third one? I think a cliche question, but nonetheless. Or what do you think is your main threat in this race? What are the frontline contenders? According to me, I think it's the most competitive of the four group ones that we have. What your thought is on that race?
I think so. There are two good horses, a youngster Naughty Charmer and Star is Born. Star is Born he really does very well in Calcutta and he's looking fantastic in Calcutta. I think so. Threat to Star is Born will be Naughty Charmer. If both doesn't do great, I'm there.
Well said. Well, coming to the Invitation Cup, the main race, and you ride Jamari. I am really impressed with the way Jamari has won races in Bangalore. Went down to Enabler, who went on to win the Indian Derby, and Jamari ran a gallant race there. So, your thoughts on Jamari running in the Invitation Cup, and are you looking to upset the apple cart? Thought last 7 Invitation Cups have been won by a mare or a filly. So if not Juliet, I think it would be Jamari. If you go by that trend, what are your thoughts on that race?
Jamari has done everything right so far. She's a very honest and genuine filly. I think so. Definitely there is Juliet and Synthesis, which I have to take on, and I think so. She's a good fighter. She's gonna put a good fight in the race.
Well, thanks for chatting with us, Trevor. Best of luck with all your mounts, and really good luck.